Hey folks, John Flores here, editor-in-chief of On the Level magazine, and I'm here with...
Tamela Rich, columnist at OTL Magazine.
We are here today because Tamela just spent some seat time with the F900R, the new entry-level bike from BMW. I had ridden it back in March at the press intro, and we wanted to share our thoughts. So Tamela, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I come from a 10-year-old G650 GS, which is all analog. And so this was going into the digital age for me. I love that slipper clutch. So I've heard of them and everyone likes them, but this was my first time to ride a bike with one. And so when you downshift a little aggressively, you don't get that lockup on the back wheel. It does some other things besides that. But anyway, that was a real pleasure. The second thing I loved was being able to integrate my phone with the bike, mostly navigation. Now, there's other things that you synchronize your phone. There's an app, and you can synchronize for service and things of that nature. But I was most interested in the navigation feature because I don't have a standalone GPS, and I don't really intend to ever get one. I just want to be able to use my phone. So I was able to download apps from my phone that I've already been using into the navigation system and see it on that beautiful display. I loved that.
Very cool. Were you surprised at how things have changed in just 10 years from your bike to this one?
Been hearing about it, people talk about it and I follow it, but I try not to get bike lust by thinking too much about the features I don't have on my bike. And now I'm going to put mine on the market. It's time for a new bike. I love this stuff.
Nice. And you have one more thing, right?
Right, I do. So normally on a bike like this, they don't come in lowered frames, and I would have one toe on the ground or maybe two toes if I'm lucky. But I drove this on a lowered suspension, and I could get the balls of both my feet down without compromising the ride. That's always the thing when they lower a bike, you gotta wonder if anything's lost in that process. And that wasn't my experience at all. I loved it. I couldn't see any place where it was compromised.
Very cool. It's great to see that BMW is paying attention to stuff like that because there's a lot of new riders. I think the largest growing segment is women. So having those lower suspensions is very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. My three things about the F900R. That display, that TFT display is just beautiful. It adds a sense of quality to the bike that competitors just can't match, for sure.
Yeah, and I wondered about that. When I got on it, I thought, I'm going to make sure I ride it in full sun to see if it bleaches out. No, it didn't. It was spectacular.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've ridden competitors to the F900R, and it's like it looks like an old Texas Instrument calculator, the LEDs on the gray background. When you turn this bike on, it just really creates that sense of quality. Secondly, that motor, that parallel twin that feels like a V-twin, that you just get on it and it just barks at you. I really do enjoy that motor.
Speaking of barks, it reminds me of a terrier. Where are we going to go? How fast can we get there? Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, that entry price, $8,995, is very competitive. It's a very, very compelling price point. And I've been told that BMW plans to bring in a fair number of bikes at that price point.
Good to know. Bring it on.
Yeah.
It's so much quality for that price. It's really remarkable.
Yeah, so it's either going to be, again, either new bikers or re-entrant bikers who are empty nesters. I could see a lot of people taking a good hard look at that bike.
Well, for me, it would be like, I'd like to have that bike for a weekend bike because I'm basically a tourer. I go on longer trips, and I live near the North Carolina mountains. That'd be great for me to just have on a weekend and just ride lots of curves.
Yeah, for sure.
Fill up that garage with many motorcycles.
Yes, for sure. So look for Tamela's review again in the November-December issue of On the Level magazine, in addition with her regular column, right?
Right. Out of the Saddle with Tamela Rich.
And we will see you on the road, and we will see you in the magazine. Thanks, everyone.
Bye now.